What's going on, everybody? It's ETA Prime back here again. Black Friday is here, and while throughout the year you can find deals on a lot of the products we're going to be taking a look at, I figured I'd go ahead and make a list of stuff that I've found from Amazon and Best Buy. And through this list, this is stuff that I would personally use or have used in the past, reviewed it on the channel. A lot of the stuff on the list is under a lot of the stuff on the list is under 100, but there are a few items here that are much more than 100. Kind of wanted to put that out there, but in this video, we're going to be taking a look at some tablets, laptops, handhelds, lots of storage devices, and some other stuff from Best Buy and Amazon. But before we get into it, I do want to mention that this video is sponsored by Vip-Urcdkeys, and I have been using this site for quite some time when it comes to buying Windows 10 and Windows 11 keys. Over on Microsoft's site right now, you can see Windows 11 Pro is $199, and if you're building a low-cost budget gaming PC, adding an extra $200 on top just isn't going to work out for a lot of people. But luckily, over at Vip-Urcdkeys, you can pick up Windows 11 Pro for as little as $21 using my code ETA. This will get you 30% off, bringing that price down to only $21. And if you wanted to save just a little more and you don't mind going with Windows 10 Pro, you can get this for as low as $16 during their Black Friday sale using my code ETA. And this discount code does work for other products on their website like SwiftDo PDF. You can go with Microsoft Office if you want to. But I personally needed another Windows 11 Pro key for a new build that I did. So at checkout, we'll just enter the code ETA. That's going to bring the price down to $20.40 for a full Windows 11 Pro key. They're going to email you that key, and then you can activate Windows. Speaking of that, let's head over to a new PC that I recently built. As you can see, we're running Windows 11, and from Settings, we're going to go to Activation Settings. It's going to tell us that we're not active. We don't have a key installed, so we're just going to paste it right in here. Choose Next. It's going to activate Windows for us, and we're ready to go. So yeah, if you're in need of cheap Windows 10 or Windows 11 keys, definitely check out Vip-Urcdkeys during their Black Friday sale. And don't forget to use code ETA for 30% off. So getting right into it with these Black Friday deals, we're going to find a lot of different laptops on sale, and I've personally been looking for a gaming laptop that's under that $500 mark that has pretty decent specs. Unfortunately, a lot of the stuff that I'm seeing is over 600, even with like an RTX 4050. So I kind of took that off my list right now and went for more of a mainstream laptop that would work for students and basically anybody looking for a decent laptop. And right now, over at Best Buy, the Asus VivoBook 14 with that Intel Core i3-1215U is $199. Regular price on this is $429. We've got 8 gigs of RAM and a 128 gigabyte SSD. This SSD is user replaceable, so you could upgrade this down the road. You know, this isn't going to be the most powerful laptop on the market, but if you're looking for something you can travel with, document editing, email checking, YouTube video playback, some school work, these laptops are great for this. And of course, you will find cheaper laptops with something like the N100, but that i3-1215U just offers much better performance than the N100, the N150, or even that Intel N4100. And those you can usually get for around $129 to $150. Personally, if it was up to me, I would spend just a little more and get something with a more powerful CPU like this one here. Taking a look at Amazon, the Apple iPad 10th Gen with the A14 Bionic chip is $259. It's a 26% discount, and right here, you see there's a $9 coupon. There are some terms that apply, but that'll bring it down to $250, and they do have several different colors to choose from. I took a look at this on Best Buy, and it's actually $279 at the time of making this video. This was the cheapest that I found it. And if you're looking for a decent tablet that beats out most of the Android ones on the market right now at this price point, it's really hard to beat something like this. Next thing I wanted to take a look at were some gaming handhelds like the Legion Go. Over at Best Buy right now, you can actually get $200 off, bringing that price down to $499 for the 512 gigabyte model, or for the 1 terabyte model, it's $549. This is making it the lowest price that I've seen this unit here, and if you're not familiar with this, it is a great x86 handheld. It's got an 8.8-inch 144Hz display. It's also got those detachable controllers, rocking that Ryzen Z1 Extreme, 16 gigabytes of DDR5 at 7500 megahertz. This handheld for me has been absolutely amazing, and one thing I always love doing with this is actually installing an operating system known as Baza. It's basically like the Steam Deck operating system. You can get it up and running on the Legion Go super easily. But if you're not into the Lenovo model, The Asus ROG Ally with the Ryzen Z1 Extreme, 512 gigabytes of storage, is $150 off right now over at Best Buy, making it $499. And coming in a bit more expensive, the ROG Ally X. Now, this does give us the best battery life of a handheld on the market right now. It's got an 80 watt hour battery. It's $100 off, still a bit pricey, but it's coming in at $699. So you've got 3 options over there. Well, actually 4 options with the 512 of that Legion Go. But if it was up to me, I do think that the Legion Go 512 gigabyte model here is probably the best deal we're going to see. You can always upgrade that storage later on or add a micro SD card. We will be talking about those in just a bit because there's quite a few large capacity cards on sale right now over at Amazon, and that's going to lead us over there right now. Couple things I always pick up during Black Friday or any big sale from Amazon or Best Buy are micro SD cards. And right now you can get the Silicon Power 1TB V30 micro SD for $56. This is a pretty decent deal, and throughout the year we do see this around $56 to $64 for these 1TB cards. But if you're looking to go with a more name brand, SanDisk does have all of their cards on sale, and the 1.5 terabyte card that they offer right now is $88. So I haven't seen it this low. It's usually $109, but you get 1.5 terabytes of storage with this unit. And of course, going down the line here, if you're looking for a 1 terabyte, it's $79.99. So I mean, just taking it up a few extra bucks to that 1.5, in my opinion, would be the way to go. This will work great with the Steam Deck, ROG Ally, Ally X, and the Legion Go. During this time of year, Amazon always puts most of their products on sale. So if you want to go with the Echo stuff, it's on sale over there. But right now, the Amazon Fire TV Stick 4K Max, which is the best one they offer right now, is $32.99. And with this, we do get Wi-Fi 6E. I've tested out Xbox Cloud Gaming on it. You can do a little bit of emulation with it. If you've already got a smart TV, chances are you've got everything built in that this has. But if you've got an older, let's say 4K TV that's kind of been struggling with these newer apps, this would be a great option. And keep in mind, if you're going to be using something like this with a 1080p TV, all you're really going to need is this Fire TV Stick HD. It's $18 right now. Another thing that Amazon has on sale are their tablets. And I'd say one of the best deals right now would be the Amazon Fire HD Tab. This is the newest model. $75. It's got a 10.1 inch display, 3 gigs of RAM. Now, this is not going to match up with an iPad at all, but these are great for the kids, long trips, got a big, nice, bright screen. You can play games on it. It's not going to do something like Genshin Impact. If you wanted to go with some emulation, it does handle it quite well. You can use it for your ebooks, and this one does have that newer octa-core. It's not a super powerful tablet, but at $75, this is a pretty decent deal right now. But if you wanted to take it up to their most powerful tablet that they've offered, the Fire Max 11 is $139. This does outperform the Fire 10 by quite a bit. It's got more RAM, longer battery life, better screen, and a more powerful CPU. Another thing we always see here are the Amazon Fire TVs. This is a 32-inch Series 2 HD Smart TV. This is not a super high definition TV, but this is great for a kid's room, little gaming room. You need to put this out in the garage. $100 usually throughout the year. Walmart, Best Buy, Target, all of them do have sales on TVs, and you can usually find these 32 inches for around $99. So if you don't pick it up now, you're really not going to be missing anything. A couple other things I keep an eye out for are PC parts, specifically CPUs. And right now, the Ryzen 5 5600X, which is still a great performer, 6 cores, 12 threads, is $105. But if you wanted to take it up a notch, the Ryzen 7 5700X with 8 cores and 16 threads is $130. Over on Newegg, you actually might be able to find a decent bundle with a motherboard, RAM, storage, and a CPU like this, so keep that in mind. Portable storage is something I'm always in need of, and this is probably the best time of year to pick some up. The Western Digital 1TB P40 game drive. This is an external portable SSD. It's actually pretty small. Right there is $99, and this is actually one of the more fast external SSDs that you can get for around this price. 2,000 megabytes per second, as opposed to, let's say, some of the Samsung stuff, which is coming in at 1,024 megabytes per second. I've always had pretty good luck with Western Digital, and with these external drives, you can hold basically anything you want. I usually set them up as portable Steam drives. That way, if I'm going over to my laptop, PC, or a handheld, I can just plug this in. I've got all of my games already ready to go for Steam. Staying along those same lines there, the SK Hynix Tube T31 1TB stick with DRAM is actually $60 right now. I've got one of these. It's really fast for what it is. It's a USB external solid state flash drive and does up to 1,000 megabytes per second with that DRAM built in. Even if this thing is full, it's still going to perform to its maximum potential because it's got that DRAM. Another thing I came across was this Asus 24-inch monitor, and it might sound a bit odd because it's not a super high-end monitor, but this does support USB Type-C video in. It's coming in at $89, and over USB Type-C, it'll do up to 15-watt charging. So you could use this for your Samsung DeX device. Let's say you've got a Galaxy S24 Ultra, plug this in, you've got a full desktop. You could even run your handheld like that Steam Deck over the USB Type-C port here because it does have USB Type-C video in. And the final thing I wanted to talk about here were wireless controllers, be it the Microsoft Xbox controller or even the PlayStation 5 controller. During this time of year, you're going to see sales on these. And right now over at Best Buy, they're $20 off, making it $40. This controller will work with most of your devices. If you've got a Steam Deck, an Android phone, your iOS device, be it an iPad or an iPhone, great wireless controller. They do offer a few different colors, and I'm not sure if these are on sale, but we'll see. So the blue, $44. This one I've been really wanting. I don't think it's going to be okay. $20 off. I personally love the look of this one. But if you want to keep it real cheap, you could go with that carbon black or even the robot white version. The only difference here is going to be the look of it, and these are $40 right now. But if you want to get, let's say, a PlayStation 5 controller, they're also $20 off, making them $54. A bit more expensive, but if you prefer this layout, this might be a good time to pick one up. So yeah, lots of great deals out there right now, just in time for the holidays. If you're interested in any of the stuff we took a look at, I'll leave links in the description. And one thing I've been keeping an eye out for is a cheap, decent gaming laptop. But most of the stuff that's under that $500 mark or right at that $500 mark as the RTX 2050, which is quite an old card. If you run across anything with a 4050 or 4060 would be nice under 500, let me know in the comments below. But that's going to wrap it up for this one. Like always, thanks for watching.